Hello and welcome to TCI Behind the Scenes. I'm your host, Yasmin Rigby Blues. In the Turks and Caicos at the moment, we are hearing a lot about the health department, especially with 2 new hospitals coming on stream, upgrades going on in all the health departments. We also heard about the launch of the Health Renewal Program. And of course, all our health departments, our personnel are getting much needed training. Here today, we're talking with a daughter of the soil, Miss Simonetta Tucker. Hello, how are you?
Hi Yasmin, thanks for having me on, and I am really happy to be home in the Turks and Caicos Islands to talk about the healthcare in my country.
We know that you're from
Middle Caicos. I grew up in Grand Turk though. I went to
Yes.
school in Grand Turk. A lot of my friends were in Grand Turk prior to my going off to England to be trained as a nurse. However, during my stay in England, London University, they gave this school compensatory education because there are a lot of immigrant children living in the school. London was great. They paid for my teaching certificate in biology, which I
British
had.
government?
The British government paid everything.
Okay.
And I do possess a teaching certificate in biology from London University.
Okay.
From London University, I tried getting a job at home to do teaching, but I couldn't get a job in teaching or nursing back at home. So I stayed in Philadelphia with my family. My mother lived there, and I went to I went to Temple University. They accepted me, and owing to the fact that I had a teaching certificate from London University, they were excited. So I was able to do a bachelor's degree in education in only 2 years, and I'm very proud of that.
Okay. And so what have you been doing since then?
Since then, I also take the nursing state boards. I
Okay.
did courses at Temple University. I took the nursing state boards, and I passed first time.
Wow.
And I was able to work in some of the largest teaching hospitals in the United States. While at Temple, though, we had to do a 3-credit course in CPR. I fell in love with it, and for the past 15 years, I was going around teaching hospitals, teaching churches, nurses, laypersons, doctors.
Okay.
It's mandatory. You cannot go into a hospital in the United States unless you have American Heart Association, CPR. If you don't have that CPR, they will turn you. You have to go home. So that's mandatory. From then, even now, you cannot go in the hospital and nurse without having that certificate. It's necessary for a job.
Okay.
So I taught doctors, I taught nurses, I taught basic life support, I taught heart saver. But right now, I'm in the progress of doing advanced life support, renewing my certificate.
Okay.
Also, pediatric life support, pediatric, PALS, pediatric advanced life support. We need those things when it comes to trauma.
Oh, yes.
Especially advanced life support. You know, you do basic life support, that's just part of protocol that you have that, you know, whether you use it or not. So I'm here trying to introduce this to my country. I really feel that we need those things.
Okay.
I tried doing it in '98, and I taught most of the local businesses, PPC, Ocean Club. I
Okay.
taught. They were really nice to me, I must say. I went to Grand Turk, and Cable and Wireless allowed me to do their training, and they were very pleased with me. Not only did I did CPR, which is cardiopulmonary resuscitation, but I also did first aid.
Okay.
Because Coxco, I could remember Mr. Ernest, I think his name is Mr. Cox.
Yeah.
He was in charge of Costco, and Bean, Mr. Kevin Bean, he really helped me out, and he let me taught his people. And that was a very happy time in my life. And Kevin, if you are listening, Mr. Coxco or Mr. Cox, I think his name is
Mervyn Cox?
Oh, Mr. Mervyn Cox.
Yes.
If you're listening, I just want to thank you again. It's Simonetta, and I'm back. But people should know the signs and symptoms of a heart attack.
Yes.
And one doesn't have to always be a professional. You can be a lay person. You may not be strong enough to do CPR, but you can know when a family member is having a stroke or a heart attack.
Okay.
Would you believe heart attacks are number one in the United States?
Okay.
Strokes are number three. We used to think it only affected men, but women are dying of heart attack as much as men because women are head of household,
The same stress.
same stress, and I wouldn't have time to go through all the risk factors
Yes.
of a heart attack.
What I want to find out though, you mentioned CPR and you said first aid. I know some people are thinking, well, first aid will be whatever's needed at the first when
Right.
you get on a scene. Could you give us some differences?
Yes, I'll try to differentiate, but there isn't much difference I can say because in most first aid courses, you'll do CPR.
Yeah.
However, when you're going to do basic life support, we concentrate only on cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which is CPR.
Okay.
And whenever I'm doing a course in first aid, I'll always bring in CPR, but but not at a lower level, not as intense as basic life support. And then we can go on to advanced life support. Then we can go on to pediatric advanced life support.
Yes.
And these things are so needed. The American Heart Association is spending a lot of money
Yes.
internationally. Recently, we opened a place in the West Indies. I'm not sure it's Antigua, but I think that's one of the first place that the American Heart Association is putting in money and forming training center because they need these things in their country where their people go as tourists.
Yeah.
And we really need to have these things in place. Also, may I put in that the American Heart Association talk about health. They are into education. They have courses in healthy living. A lot of people are doing wellness.
Yes.
They are people, ordinary people can do extraordinary things if we only teach them and if we only give them a chance. Now, the people in Turks and Caicos, if they know about the risk factors of a heart attack, the risk factors of a stroke, they will be more educated to relate these things to their doctors. Doctors are not mind readers.
True.
And if we are able to relate these things to our doctors, they can help us more. Healthy lifestyles can cut down on costs. If they get into our churches, into our schools, and teach CPR, teach healthy lifestyle, teach about nutrition, obesity, you'll be surprised how much they will know. People do know a lot about cholesterol, but you know, they hear the word cholesterol, we throw around the word cholesterol, but do they really know what cholesterol means? Do they know how dangerous? We have been having fatty substance in our artery for the past 40, 50 years.
Well,
That
our
thing,
food,
oh
you know,
yeah.
and that of course contributes to it.
And that contributes to it. That cholesterol mixed with calcium, mixed with other things, get hard, and it forms something called plaque.
Yes.
And that plaque hardens in your artery. Blood cannot go to the brain. Blood cannot go to important organs. The first thing you know you are having problems is when you have a cardiac arrest or the heart stop, or you have a stroke. Blood not able to get to the brain, and that part dies. Strokes are very expensive to treat. It's a very debilitating disease. Heart attacks are also a big problem. Nobody wants to die. Just recently I heard somebody was going to work here in Turks and Caicos and they were called and she just was going to work. and she died.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if there was somebody who knew CPR or if she had known the signs and symptoms of a heart attack. I mean, would that have happened? And just one person, I mean, proportion-wise, percentage-wise, since our population is so small, one person dying of a heart attack is too much.
Yes. Yes, I hear you.
So that's one of the reasons why I would really like to do a lot of wellness education, lifestyle education in our country, because we need this.
Yes. Well, actually, I would like to see a little bit of a demonstration on this. We're going to a break right now, and when we come back, I want you to show me a couple of things.
Thank you, Yasmin. I'll be happy to.
Our services agents for G&G Shipping offer sailings into Provo twice a week. We ship all cargo from parcels and pallets to container loads, vehicles, and heaving equipment. Our custom brokerage department is always available to clear your shipment promptly. We own and operate a fleet of delivery vehicles and can easily accommodate same-day service. Our Services Limited, taking care of all your shipping needs door to door. For more information, call our office at 941-3267 or 941-5411.
Discount Liquors and Wine Centers, the Turks and Caicos' leading supplier of wine, spirits, and beer for more than 19 years. The island's largest selection of wine from around the world, also representing many of the world's premium spirit brands, as well as the island's #1 beer, Coors Light. So don't forget to come in or look online, e-news all summer long. Check out our exciting wine and beer specials.
Blue Notes News and Advertising Production Company is here in the Turks and Caicos to help you remember your precious moments. We produce weddings, funerals, birthdays, special moments, church events, you name it. Our track record speaks for itself on the quality. For more information, call us today at 649-331-6900 or email info@bluenotesinc.com.
Digicel is the way to go, and they are more efficient with their service, even with payment. If they promise you that you're gonna get a text message but your bill, you get that. Or you, like how you sign a contract for open line and you tell them that you don't want to go over the month, they give you that service. So I'm very excited, and Digicel is the way to go.
You too can be a winner with Digicel, the bigger, better network.
Hello and welcome back to TCI Behind the Scenes with your host Yasmin Rigby Blues and registered nurse Ms. Simonetta Tucker. And she's about to show us a demonstration on CPR.
Yes. The first demonstration I'm going to do is for the lay person. CPR has changed over the years, 2006, everything. We have to look out. I keep current with everything that's going on. So I'm going to demonstrate just for the lay person. They find out that you can do CPR without having to do the breathing, because they find lay persons will waste too much time trying to find the pulse.
Yes.
So you're going to notice that I am not going to do the pulse. Lay persons doesn't have to do the pulse. I'm going to start now.
Okay.
Joey, are you all right? Joey, are you all right? Oh my God, he is not hearing me. I am not going to be doing the breaths. That's for professionals. So I'm going to start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's
30?
all you have to do.
That's
It's
it?
now 30. A lot of people think it's still 15. It is no longer 15. Laypersons, you don't have to breathe anymore. Nurses do that. They have, professionals have something called an ambu bag. They put the ambu bag over them and they would do the professions. We find out that we have enough oxygen, and just by putting this oxygen, we can sustain life until help comes.
Okay.
Also, what I'm going to do briefly Before going on to adult CPR, I'm going to show you what we call an AED. Now, an AED, which is this little machines, they are going up all over the place. In malls, in airplanes, and it's at least, I like teaching the AED or the external automatic defibrillator, because people should know where it is, and it helps save lives, especially for people suffering from heart disease.
Laypersons can purchase these? Anyone?
I'm sure it's on the market, but you know, they can, if they go to a mall or in the airplane, they know how to go and help. I just don't want them to be afraid of it, because people will be afraid of it.
Yes. Okay.
So, but they're pretty expensive, and I think airplane and malls and places like IGA may even get one, but I know my supermarket, as soon as you walk in, you will see signs for the AED, and I'm sure there's one at our airport.
Okay.
What I'm going to do now is demonstrate how to use the AED. It's very, very easy. It tells you what to do. It's right there. The man is there, but you just have to know why.